Lesson 15, Classwork, Coordinators and Compounds. Before we get started with the coordinators and compounds, just very quickly, let's go through embedding as our first way to combine phrases. And embedding means that one phrase has been put inside another phrase, and they don't necessarily have to be the same kind of phrases, and they're not equal. There's a difference. So, for example, when you get home, you eat dinner. We have an adverbial included sentence inside the bigger sentence or attached to the you eat dinner, included in the you eat dinner trunk. Now, there are two sentences, but the trunk is the more important sentence. So we say that the adverbial included sentence has been subordinated to the trunk. The trunk is where we make our question. I know what you eat for dinner. The verb is know. What you eat for dinner is the object. The object is a nominal included sentence, and so we have one sentence has been embedded in this larger sentence, and the subordinated sentence, the less important sentence, is the nominal included sentence. It's only the object in this bigger sentence. Adjectival included sentences are another example of embedding. For example, the dinner that you ate, the noun phrase head is dinner, the is the determiner, and the modifier over on this side is an adjectival included sentence. So you do have two sentences, one sentence inside the larger sentence, and this adjectival included sentence is subordinated. It's a modifier inside this noun phrase. So we can see that embedding means we combine or we embed one phrase inside another phrase, and the embedded phrase has been subordinated. It's less important than the phrase it's been embedded into. An early meal, noun phrase head, meal. An is the determiner, and early is an adjective phrase. An afternoon meal, meal, is the noun phrase head. Afternoon is a modifier. An is a modifier. These are both, this one, an is a determiner, afternoon is a noun phrase. So the noun phrase has been embedded inside this other noun phrase, and it's subordinated to the meal. A meal in the afternoon, noun phrase, modifier is a determiner, in the afternoon is a prepositional phrase modifier. This prepositional phrase has been embedded inside this noun phrase. And of course, it's subordinate to the head. A meal sitting on the table. Meal is the noun phrase head. Sitting on the table is a determiner. Sitting on the table is a verb phrase, no time. This verb phrase has been embedded inside this noun phrase. A meal, noun phrase head, determiner, verb phrase, no time. Prepared at home, the verb phrase has been embedded inside the noun phrase. Now, compounding is a second way to combine phrases. And we use a coordinator, such as and, or, but, yet, so, or for, to combine the same kind of phrases in the same place. And that means that the phrases are equal. There's no subordination, and this is rather, it's called coordination. putting the same things together in the same place. So let's take a look at some examples. Why don't we do these one at a time and maybe stop the video, do sentence number 1. Let's analyze it down to the word level. When you're done, come back and we'll take a look at it together. 3 history books and 5 pens cost $195 at the college bookstore. At the college bookstore, 3 history books and 5 pens cost $195. Okay. Now, do 3 history books and 5 pens cost $195? 3 history books and 5 pens do not cost $195. And so 3 history books and 5 pens is the subject, and cost $195 is the predicate. Now, we'll look for the ties. Cost ties with the subject. Cost ties with the present. And cost is the no S form. So the M place is after the X, and Y is a verb phrase with time. Let's rewrite our verb phrase. Cost $195, and cost is the verb. The particle place is empty. The object place is empty, and the complement is a noun phrase, $195. Now, let's take a look at the shifter. Why don't we do that next? At the college bookstore, and at is the preposition. The object of the preposition is a noun phrase, the college bookstore. Let's rewrite that. The college bookstore. And the head is bookstore. Determiner, the, and noun phrase, college. So I don't see any kind of coordination or compounds here. So let's take a look, though. We still have the subject. Let me put it, I guess we can put it over here. 3 history books and 5 pens. 3 history books and 5 pens. I do see the coordinator. So let me see what's on this side. 5 pens. That's a noun phrase. So we should have a noun phrase on this side. 3 history books. We do. So actually we have compound noun phrases in the subject place. Let's do one at a time. 3 history books, and books is the head. It's a noun phrase. History is one modifier. It's a noun phrase. And 3 is another modifier. It's an adjective phrase. And 5 pens. Pens is the noun phrase, head, and 5 is an adjective phrase modifier. Okay, we're done. Please stop the video and go to the next sentence, analyze it down to the individual word level, and when you're done, come back. You found a wallet and sunglasses in the cafeteria. We could call in the cafeteria a shifter, or if you wanted to, you could also not call it a shifter and say there's none. Either way, I think we're fine. And did you find a wallet and sunglasses? You did not find a wallet and sunglasses. You is the subject. Found a wallet and sunglasses is the predicate. Found ties with the past. It's the past form. The M place is empty, and Y is a verb phrase with time. Let's rewrite our verb phrase, as we always do. The Y. Found a wallet and sunglasses. Found is the verb. The particle place is empty. A wallet and sunglasses is the object. It does have a coordinator, and on this right side I have a noun phrase. On the left side I should also have a noun phrase, and I do. So the object is compound noun phrases. The complement place is empty. And so it really wouldn't matter in this case if you wanted to use in the cafeteria and leave it as part of the predicate, it would be our complement. Okay, so let's rewrite the noun phrase, the object, a wallet and sunglasses. And the coordinator is and. Well, actually, we didn't even really need to do that. We could have just brought down each one. So let me just rewrite that again. Wallet. And wallet is the head. Noun phrase. Is a determiner. Sunglasses is the second noun phrase in our compound. And sunglasses is a noun phrase head by itself. In the cafeteria, just to be consistent, let's finish this one too. And in the cafeteria is a prepositional phrase. And so we can mark that like this. P for the preposition in. The object of the preposition in is a noun phrase. And the noun phrase, the cafeteria, the head is cafeteria. That's our noun phrase. And the is a modifier. It's a determiner. Okay, so please stop the video, analyze the next sentence, and when you're done, come back. Rosie went to school and to work yesterday. Yesterday is our shifter. Did Rosie go to school? Rosie did not go to school. Rosie is the subject. Went to school and to work is the predicate. Went ties with the past, yesterday. And the M place is after X, it's empty, and went to school and to work yesterday is Y, to work is Y. And went is the past form. Went is a verb phrase with time. We'll rewrite our verb phrase. Went to school and to work. Went is the verb. Particle place is empty. Object place is empty, and to school and to work is the complement. I see that we have a coordinator. On one side, on the right side, we have a prepositional phrase, to work. So on the left side, we should also have a prepositional phrase, to work. The complement is compound prepositional phrases. Let's do one at a time. To school. To is the preposition. School is the object of the preposition. It's a noun phrase. And to work is the compound, the other part of the compound. There's the preposition. The object of the preposition is also a noun phrase. Yesterday, we don't have to do much more with. It's also a noun phrase. And we're done. Please stop the video, analyze the next sentence, come back, and we'll take a look together. She watched, listened, and answered. No shifters. Did she watch? She did not watch. She is the subject. Everything left is the predicate. Ties. Watched ties with the past. Listened ties with the past. Answered ties with the past. We can see we have three of the same things here. And we've used a coordinator, and this is how coordinators work. It doesn't matter how many members you have in the series or in the compound, but we put a coordinator between the last two, and then we use commas to separate the members. I like to put a comma between the last two members, but you don't have to. So what do we have here? The M place is empty, and Y is watched, listened, and answered. Y is compound verbs, phrases with time. And we don't really need to do all of them, but let's do one to see what they're going to look like. Watched is the verb. The particle place is empty. The object place is empty. And the complement place is empty. And that'll be true for listened and answered as well. All of them will be the same. And since I said that, why don't we just finish it? Answered and particle, object, complement, particle, object, complement. Okay, that takes care of that. Please analyze the next sentence. Come back when you're ready. Rosie's sister watched TV but was not really paying attention. Okay, I don't see any shifters. Did Rosie's sister watch TV but was not really paying attention? Okay, I don't seem to be able to make the question all the way to the end, so let's hold off on that. Rosie's sister did not watch TV. Okay, so here we go. We have the subject. It looks like all of this is the predicate. Watched is the M. I mean, after the X is the M place, it's open. And watch TV seems to be the part going together with Rosie's sister when I made that question. Did Rosie's sister watch TV but was not? I can't really continue my question, so it seems to stop over here after TV. So let's continue with our analysis. We have the past, and watched is the past form. Now let's take a look and see, we do have a coordinator but. And when I look on the other side, I see we have another X word. Was Rosie's sister not really paying attention? So it looks like the was goes together, it ties with Rosie's sister, and also ties with the past. There's another tie with was and paying. That's the ing form. Okay, and the M word not. We have a second M word really, and then paying attention is Y. Now this first Y had the past form. It's a verb phrase with time. Here's our second Y. It's the ing form, verb phrase with no time. So how can we explain what we have? It looks like we have X, M, and Y, X, M, and Y. It looks like actually what we have here are two predicates. And why don't we draw one like this? Forget about this line. This is compound predicates. One predicate has the verb phrase with time, the other predicate has a verb phrase with no time. And they're connected, they're compounded with the coordinator but. So let's do one at a time, and let's rewrite our first predicate, our first Y. That would be watched TV, verb, particle, object, noun phrase, complement place is empty. And let's rewrite our second predicate, our second Y, from the second predicate, paying attention, and paying is the verb, the particle place is empty, attention is the object, it's a noun phrase, and the complement place is empty. Let's take a look at our subject. Rosie's sister, it's a noun phrase, sister is the head, and Rosie's is the determiner. Okay, and that was a little bit unusual. I made a mess out of this, but we could show it as something like this. Here's one predicate with a coordinator joined with a second predicate. It's compound predicates. Okay, please stop the video, do the next sentence, and come back. In a few minutes, she needed to leave, so she turned off the TV. In a few minutes is our shifter. She needed to leave, so she turned off the TV. Did she need to leave? She did not need to leave. She is the subject. I can't really continue the question to the end, but let me try to see how can I get this other piece in here. Did she need to leave? So did she turn off the TV? She did not turn off the TV. we actually now seem to have two sentences. Before we had two predicates with one subject. Now we have two subjects and two predicates. So let's do one at a time. Needed is the past form. And why don't we just give this a name since we're here? Compound sentences. Okay, and the M place is empty. The Y is needed to leave. It's a verb phrase with time. And let's do one at a time. She, okay, the Y is needed to leave. Needed is the verb. To is the particle. And leave is the object. It's a verb phrase. No time. It's the base form. It makes the infinitive for us. Let's do this one. Turned ties with the past form. The M place is empty. The Y is turned off the TV. It's a verb phrase with time. Rewrite our Y. Turned off the TV. Turned is the verb. Off is the particle. The TV is the object. It's a noun phrase. The complement place is empty, and the complement place is empty in this first sentence. And let's take care of the shifter. In a few minutes, in is the preposition. The object of the preposition is a noun phrase. Let's rewrite the noun phrase. I kind of went a little bit too fast. In a few minutes. And minutes is the head. It's a noun phrase. Few, actually a few works together. This is a little unusual. This is an adjective phrase. And then we can say that and few we need to rewrite. Now few is an adjective phrase and is a modifier. It's a determiner, and we rarely see something like this in English. It's a little unusual, and in fact this is sort of like an expression, a few, rather than two really words made into a phrase. So let's stop the video and continue, analyze the next sentence, and when you're ready, come back and we'll look at it together. Felipe or his brother ate the pizza that was in the refrigerator. There are no shifters. The X word is did. Did Felipe or his brother eat? Felipe or his brother did not eat, and now I know my subject, and I know my predicate. Ate ties with the past. It's the past form. Ate, okay, X word, M place, Y, verb phrase with time. Ate the pizza. That was in the refrigerator. Okay, and ate is the verb. no particle. The pizza that was in the refrigerator is the object. It's a noun phrase. The complement place is empty. And let's take a look at our noun phrase. The pizza that was in the refrigerator. Pizza is the noun phrase, head. The is a modifier, it's a determiner. That was in the refrigerator is an adjectival included sentence. So let's rewrite our adjectival included sentence and see what that looks like. That was in the refrigerator. So that is the includer. And what, there is no shifters. Was that in the refrigerator? So was is the X word, and it seems to be on both sides of the includer that. Predicate. Now was ties with the subject. Was ties with the past. That's all the ties there are. There is no M word, and in the refrigerator is Y. That's a prepositional phrase. Let's rewrite our Y. In the refrigerator, and the verb place is empty, the particle place is empty, the object place is empty, and in the refrigerator is the complement. It's a prepositional phrase. Okay, and let's write that over here. In the refrigerator, make a little more room for ourselves. So the preposition is in. The refrigerator is the object of the preposition. It's a noun phrase. And the refrigerator is our noun phrase. Refrigerator is the head. That's our noun phrase. And the is a determiner. That's the modifier. So we just have the subject left to go. Let me rewrite that over here. Felipe or his brother. And now we finally got to our compound. The coordinator is or. Now on the right side I have a noun phrase, his brother. So on the left side I should also have a noun phrase. This is an example of compound noun phrases, and they were in the subject place. We only really need to analyze his brother, because that has more than one word. And his brother. Brother is the noun phrase head, and his is the determiner. Finished. Please continue on to the next page. Do the next sentence, analyze it down to the individual words, and we'll take a look at it together. Their manager at work is gruff, yet very funny. So there's no shifters. The X word is. Is their manager at work gruff? Their manager at work. And everything left is the predicate. Is ties with the subject. Is ties with the present. The M place is empty. and Y is gruff yet very funny. So what kind of a Y do we have? Now before I do anything, I do have a coordinator in here, so let's mark it. Yet. Gruff, yet very funny. On the right side of the coordinator, I have an adjective phrase. On the left side, I also have an adjective phrase, gruff. So Y is compound adjective phrases. Now I can rewrite them. Gruff, yet very funny. And I can show where the verb, particle, and object places are, and what the complement is. Complement is compound adjective phrases. And we really only need to do, we should actually show the coordinator again. And then we only really need to take a look at very funny, since it's more than one word. Very funny, and funny is the head. It's an adjective phrase. And very is an adverb phrase modifier. Let's do a quick look at the subject. Their manager at work. Manager is the head. It's a noun phrase. There is a determiner. And at work is a prepositional phrase modifier. So let's rewrite the prepositional phrase at work. We'll show the preposition, the object of the preposition, and that's a noun phrase, work. And we don't really need to go any further than that. We're down to our last practice sentence. Felipe's younger sister may attend a 4-year college in California or transfer to a school in Oregon. Please analyze that sentence down to the individual words, and then we'll analyze it together. So let's begin. Felipe's younger sister may attend a 4-year college in California or transfer to a school in Oregon. May Felipe's younger sister, so we have our two X word places, we have our subject. There are no shifters, everything left is the predicate, and may ties with the present. May ties with attend, that's the base form. And before we stop, let's just take a look here. We do have a coordinator, so it's a good idea to take a look and at least get a sense of what we're putting together. Now, transfer to a school in Oregon, transfer is a verb, and I could say Felipe's younger sister may transfer. So really, may and transfer also tie together. So we have a second base form. So now, let's finish up here. We have the M place, and then Y, attend a 4-year college. We have the M place, and Y, transfer to a school in Oregon. This sentence is compound verb phrases with no time. That's what we have in the Y. compound verb phrases with no time. So let's do one at a time, and let's do our first why. Attend a 4-year college in California. Attend, particle, and I think I'm going to call a 4-year college the object. Noun phrase. And why don't we do this? Let's separate these two, and in California will be our complement. What will she attend? A 4-year college. Where will she attend a 4-year college? In California. I'm going to divide these two up. And let's see, what else can we do here? So let's rewrite the noun phrase. A 4-year college. College is the head. It's a college. It's not for college, it's 4-year college. This is one phrase. That's a noun phrase. So let's rewrite our noun phrase, 4-year. And year is the head. Noun phrase head. And 4 is an adjective phrase. Okay, and in California is a prepositional phrase. The preposition in, the object of the preposition, is a noun phrase, California. Let's take a look at our second why. And maybe we'll do that one with a different color. Let's do that one in blue. Transfer to a school in Oregon. Now transfer is the verb. There's no particle, there's no object, and it looks like there's actually two complements. She'll transfer to a school in Oregon. Or we could do it as one. Which way shall we do it? Why don't we do it as two complements? Since we did this one also, we split it. But looking at it again, I'm thinking that it could also be a 4-year college in California, and we could have analyzed it as this way too, and called the prepositional phrase a modifier of college. Actually, when I look at it that way, I kind of prefer that. And so why don't I do this? Let's take out this second complement and we'll keep it all together. I think that that's going to kind of fall apart a little bit better. So then we'll look at our complement is a prepositional phrase. And let's rewrite our prepositional phrase. To a school in Oregon. And now the preposition is to. The object of the preposition is a school in Oregon. That's a noun phrase. We'll rewrite our noun phrase. A school in Oregon, and school is the head. A is a modifier, it's a determiner. In Oregon is a modifier, it's a prepositional phrase. And we'll rewrite in Oregon. In Oregon, in is the preposition, Oregon is the object of the preposition. That's a noun phrase. Okay, that takes care of that. And we have to go back up a little bit because we haven't done Felipe's younger sister. And, you know, that's what we said we want to do, every word. Felipe's younger sister, that's our subject. So sister is the head, it's a noun phrase. Younger is an adjective phrase. And Felipe's is the determiner. And now we're officially done. So that's our practice with compounds and coordinators. I hope you're comfortable with this. And our next lesson, I think, is going to be fun. We're going to be talking about something a little bit different, but we're going to be using our grammar to do it. So I'll see you back for lesson 16.